What's good, YouTube? We're back again with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a reaction to Chris Brown and Young Thug, Slime and B. Shout out to that's literally the username. I know you've been a long time subscriber because you did actually put comments on my Chris Brown Indigo reaction. So thank you for being a long time subscriber. So yeah, you basically requested to react to Slime and B, the collab mixtape from Chris Brown and Young Thug. 13 tracks right here, 46 minutes long. Let's get right to it. I did hear a lot about the Future track, that they actually took it out and then put it back in for some reason. But I'm going to go in order, Say You Love Me. Then I might actually play the Future track. But let's see how this is going to be, man. Slime and B sounds fitting. Okay, so we started with Young Thug right here. So that was the first track, Say You Love Me. This combination fits, man, because I can already tell the melodies are going to be crazy with Young Thug and Chris Brown. That's a perfect title too, Slime and B. That's a perfect title. This combination is great because a hip-hop artist that could definitely deliver melodies in a crazy way that sounds great is Young Thug. Let's see if they go crazy. Tell me if you really got away, babe. I heard from you and everything. Oh man, oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I not just say the melodies were gonna be tight on this? Did you just see how Young Thug came into that track right there? Oh my god, bro. This is gonna be tight. This is gonna be tight. Got what you need. Yeah, they went crazy. They went crazy. That was fire. That was complete fire. They went crazy on that track. I told you, the minute Young Thug came into that verse right there, he did the same flow that Chris Brown did, but he sounded like himself, of course, unique. They both sounded unique. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, I like that one even more than the first one. Trap Back right here featuring Major 9. I'm not sure who that artist is. Let's get right to this.
When I sing about son, say the door open. Walk up in the crib, in the bed, I get the poking. When you hear my phone, the drugs in the store. And if mine up behind it, baby, I'm running. I don't want to hear that thing about no money. All a nigga trying to say is why you run from me. For the promoters, put that pussy on the rider. Fuck around and catch a girl, I'm sniper.
The only thing I would say is the chorus is a bit repetitive.
Entertain me some more. Come over, let's say out.
So I would say the best one on that track, Trap Back, was Chris Brown. He even had a line where he basically said, let's do an X-rated film. But yeah, that he could basically do everything she wanted, pretty much. But I do think he had the best one. Young Thug had a smooth flow, but I still felt like Chris Brown's presence was the strongest on that track for sure. I'm gonna play the Future track right here. See how it is. Let's see how Future, Breezy, and Young Thug is gonna sound. Hey. Okay, they snapping here. Yeah.
We get my knees,
it sounds better than Trap Back. This chorus gives it an R&B feel. That could have been on that previous project they had together, right? They had one Super Slimy, something like that. I can't remember, man. Hey, I got time. Yeah, Chris Brown sounds smooth right here in the chorus. This Shad Da God. Again, another instance where I would say Chris Brown sounded out the most from the track. But Young Thug still sounded good to me. Even Shad Da God, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you say it. His verse wasn't bad. For some reason, I thought about Gunna, but it must be because the next track is with Gunna, but he kind of sounded to me similar. Not exactly, of course, but similar. She bumped her head. I would say I still feel like Go Crazy was the best one. And second one would actually be, for me, the track with Future that Breezy wasn't in. It sounds lower for some reason. The type of flow fits Thugger perfectly. How does Gunna always sound smooth? We know Young Thug and Gunna sounds great because of Hot. Every time they add the background vocals from Chris Brown, it sounds great. Damn, so at first the mixing was a bit low for this track, so I had to put the volume up for my speaker, but once it actually started bumping harder, for sure it was just a great track because she bumped her head, a tough title, but I feel like everybody here sounded great. Like there wasn't anybody who sounded a bit lesser. I don't have anybody that stands out, but Chris Brown sounded amazing too with this type of flow with the like, yeah, he could definitely do that as well as Young Thug and Gunna easily, because that could be something that could even appear on an R&B type of track. Thugger's the only one that could do the weird voice like that. Everybody went crazy on this track. Never listened to Lil Duke before. Got a Glock on my side, but I treat it like my main bitch. That's a good track. That might be my favorite track along with Go Crazy. I think I would put this as my second favorite, and I would put down Help Me Breathe as my third favorite. Go Crazy, Big Slimes, and Help Me Breathe. I Ain't Tryin. Let's see how this is gonna be. This really doesn't sound like hip hop or R&B. So to me, that one got better at the end. At first, it really didn't feel like an R&B track. Or like the title says, Slime and B. It didn't feel like anything related to hip hop or R&B. But at the end, it got better. The vocal range from Chris Brown pretty much saved the track. The way he got to those high tones is always good to listen to for sure. But yeah, so that's not necessarily one of my favorites. It just didn't sound for me as good at the first part. This sounds a lot more somber. Yeah, Animal is a good title right here. Chris Brown has some crazy vocals here. That beat is nasty. For some reason at the start I thought it was going to be like a Travis Scott type of feel. It was very somber instrumental at the start, but then it went to that crazy chorus right there. Yeah, it got me hyped. Like Chris Brown's vocals right here are definitely very good with the whole poppin' models at the club. Chris Brown has some crazy vocal range. Like people need to start paying attention to the amount of skills when it comes to being an artist that Chris Brown has, because he showcases he can rap, he can dance, he can go for falsettos, for deeper type of tones. It's crazy. City Girls, who they talking about? She looks so good, I can taste it. You should be famous. You should be. Movies like gas keep going, yeah, them girls on so good. Yeah, this strong R&B vibes. City. Only Young Thug could say city girls like to let you fuck on the titty. Cause I did hear before that it was like to let you fuck in the city, but then he says in the titty. That's funny as hell, bro. Like, this track is fire for sure. This track is good. Usually I wouldn't even say so. She can get a double halo. But you got me, yeah. Ride me, don't stop me. Gotta get up and chocolate. You should be famous. City girl. Like to fuck on they titty. After listening to this, I can definitely 100% tell that Young Thug could make an R&B album. No bullshit. Young Thug could definitely make an R&B album. Give him these type of beats, like those heavy hitting R&B tracks, easily, because the melodies he has, and he uses this a lot on hip hop tracks, he could easily go for an R&B type of vibe for an entire project, easily. Yeah, Breezy bodied that track easily. He went for the rapping flow towards the end, so just showing his versatility once again. Crazy, crazy. Young Thug sounded a bit lower in the mixing to me here. Maybe it's like the beat overpowered him a bit. Maybe his voice had to be a bit higher, in my opinion, but it still sounded good enough for me to vibe to it.
She do freaky things up that tequila. Got a roommate, they live on Reseda. She fucked up. We wish that we could get undrunk.
She a cutie, her booty shaped like a heart. She hella smart and she got ass like a gunty. Yeah, that hard.
What?
Slow, bring it back, be a beast, real. Shake it fast, hit the gas, fuck the speed limit. You know me, I got her playing with her pussy in the VIP. She said I like it.
This track is funny, bro. That track was funny, I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, just the vibe it had, the verses, it didn't really feel like a serious track. It's like, of course, the title is literally Undrunk, I'm Too Lit, but I don't know, I just feel like I wouldn't replay this. I could see people just having fun to this, playing it in a party or at the club for some reason, but even then, I don't think people at the club will take this track seriously. Okay, so Chris Brown says right here, there's no such thing as too many drinks. That's what the name of the track is, No Such Thing. Again, this track, it's like, it's okay. It's not really a bad track, but at the same time, it's not really that interesting. Like, even the feature is just like, it's mild. It's something like, when I listen to the best tracks right here for sure, Go Crazy was insane. I'm glad that's one of the first tracks because Go Crazy was amazing. Everything about that track is great. The beat, the flows, the deliveries from Young Thug and Chris Brown, amazing right there. The Future track, really, really good feature from Future. The combination between Young Thug and Future is very good on that track, Help Me Breathe. The other track that I did enjoy a lot was the Big Slimes track. Everybody went crazy on that track. Lil Duke was my least favorite, but at the same time, it was still a very good verse. Gunna sounded completely smooth on the track with Young Thug as well. I would say the other track that I did enjoy a lot was the Animal track. Yeah, the Animal track was very good. And the Stolen track, for sure. Stolen, Animal. Nah, number 1 would be Go Crazy. Number 2 would be Big Slimes. Number 3 would be Animal. And then Stolen, I think, would be number 4. Why the fuck do I have 5 fingers? What the fuck? Anyway, 4 right here. Let me just go again. What the fuck? Go Crazy. What's the other one? Big Slimes. Big Slimes. Animal. Stolen. And I would put City Girls, maybe. So that would be it. But yeah, not a bad mixtape for sure. Slime and B, a very good title. I do like the cover art as well. Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts. What were your favorite tracks? Share them down below in the comments. I feel like a lot of people didn't really notice this mixtape because looking at the Spotify numbers, it doesn't really have that much plays considering these two are very big artists. So yeah, it's something that they just basically release to just have fun with it, listen to it, enjoy it, but it wasn't like something they were promoting very heavily, you know, like actually going to interviews and that type of shit. Because even though we're at these tough times, people are doing these like online interviews, if you have noticed, to try to actually promote their projects if they have something being released. But they were just trying to have fun with this for sure. Good project. Very, very good vocal range from Chris Brown throughout these tracks. That's going to be a good combination from Young Thug as well. And I'm out, my guy. Peace.